you define what grunge is or who this man is? Have you ever seen this guy before? He's Kurt Cobain. He's the vocalist of the band Nirvana. So, what is grunge movement? First, we have to define what a movement is, or how did it start, the beginnings of how grunge started in Seattle and in the early 90s. So, how did grunge affected rock in the early 90s? So, in the 80s, there was an economic depression. So, the kids who grew up watching their parents having trouble with economics and the governments had like this attitude of anarchism and like hate to society. So grunge is an old movement, but grunge is not that. So how did this started in the early 90s? Or yeah, in the early 90s, it all started with MTV. So, first, I want to make a parenthesis talking about this phrase. The grunge as a trend falls and happens, but as appearance never leaves. That means that grunge, it starts with music. It's like a mix between punk, rock, and metal sounds made by young people. But it started as an underground, but then MTV came and make it explode all around the world. There's even Mexican grunge bands, very popular, and yeah, I grew up listening to these guys and I admire them a lot. Grunge fashion. What is grunge fashion? Grunge fashion are ripped jeans or just like band logos, t-shirts. There's like a picture here, it's a t-shirt of Nirvana. She's wearing like a baggy sweatshirt, a null belt, and yeah, like ripped clothes. Yeah. So, what's MTV? Music, television. MTV started in 1993. MTV contacted Kurt Cobain after his first album called Bleach. In the Bleach album, it was in 1987, and it was like really good album. Everyone was listening to it, and it was very good. But then in 1991, Nirvana came out with this album. In the summer of 1991, Nirvana came with this album called Nevermind. I wanted to put a picture, but I can't because the picture is like, you've seen it before. It's like a baby trying to grab a dollar bill underwater without clothes. Yeah, that's Nevermind. You've seen it before. And yeah, that was a great album with Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are. A lot of the popular songs are from that album. And they had their MTV Unplugged. MTV made them bam. But after MTV, they had this company called POP Records that tried to steal them and like make them not grow a lot because they wanted to keep grunge as an underground thing in Seattle, but they couldn't. So MTV. Kids grew up, at least in the early 90s and the 80s, grew up watching MTV. My older cousins told me MTV was great. There was like South Park, some other cartoons, and music. Music was like the most important thing. So as it kept going, kids watched this, and not just kids, teenagers watched this, and they were like, whoa, because there wasn't Google, Instagram, and all those things. It was just TV. This was like the cool channel. So Nirvana became very, very popular. No one knew what grunge was, so they started getting popular. Even Kurt Cobain went as the Rolling Stone magazine, very popular. It says the essential recordings of the 90s. So he, as a person, marked the 90s as what music was. Again with this phrase, grunge not dead. Why? Why is it so important? Because as a fashion never leaves. Everyone uses ripped pants or band t-shirts without knowing what they are. Like there's this girl in my old classroom, she had a Led Zeppelin t-shirt on. And it was funny, I was like, oh, you like Led Zeppelin? She was like, no, what is Led Zeppelin? And I was like, oh my god. She was wearing a t-shirt because like popular stores like H&M or Pull&Bear, they sell them, but people just buy them without knowing what it really is. And in grunge concerts, there are these like balls of people pushing each other. And now you go to Pan Norte or to Wish, and you see people doing that. And Kurt Cobain started it, like saying like everyone push each other and woo, like having fun. And yes, it's the conclusion and the reflection of this. It's that you never know where the things come from. You just use it as a trend, and it's impressive how things happen. Thank you.
Lo que te quiero decir es